So here we're back at the Hibbs Garden in Washington's Crossing on the Pennsylvania side. So this is right where George Washington crossed the Delaware, and there's a Hibbs House here, which is like a historic house where they do like hearth cooking and different things. And then here's the garden that they've put all around here. So there's lots of dianthus in here and some tarragon, so all the different herbs they have. Here's some chamomile. They have these great water barrels where they can water everything. So this is a little earlier in the season. So I love how they're using just sticks for, the vining beans that are going to grow up here. And you can see they have lots of rocks all the way around, which I think really helps to kind of trap in the moisture. I know that they're watering pretty much every day here. Then there's like kale and cabbage and beans and Swiss chard. I think they have amaranth planted here, and then they put in different herbs as well. And then they're using straw as mulch. And then here's some peppermint, which is a great spreader. And here we have some columbine and some ferns. And then also a lot of sweet william in here as well, and irises. But I love all this silver foliage that they've mixed in. And then here's some St. John's wort and some chamomile. And looking at this garden definitely made me want to double down planting chamomile in my garden. It's so beautiful. And I love how they've masked this as well. So in this garden they've planted like medicinal things and herbs and vegetables and flowers. They're doing it all together, even though, there's like primary sections of each, I would say. But they're using these raised beds so well here. I do think part of this is having like volunteers to water every day and to weed every day. It's just really in good shape. And you can see some of these beds are really long, and then others are smaller. So over here in this little bit shadier garden, there's a lot of dianthus growing in here. And then I love how they've mixed in more of all these different silvery plants. So here's an update very recently. I'm here early in the morning before things are awake at this park. So beautiful summer day. And I love to see what they have blooming at this time of year, because this is probably a tough time of year where things are really heating up. And I just love to see what they have in here. So they have purple coneflower, they have brown-eyed Susans, which are smaller flowers, and they have like a lighter yellow. And they just have a mass of these brown-eyed Susans here. But I love how they have mixed in all of this silvery foliage. And you can see how beautiful this looks with this shed, and then it's the Delaware River in the background. So exactly where George Washington was crossing the Delaware, right here. And then here's some bee balm, which is like the tall native variety, and it's a really beautiful light lavender. And then they have some rose campion here, so these beautiful silvery the foliage is so pretty with the yellows and the lavenders. And then tick seed, threadleaf coreopsis there. And then we have the aniseseep, which is agastache, and then the bees are just sleeping in the flowers. So once I started taking pictures, they started waking up a little bit. So here's some irises that have past blooming, and then also some sedum is here. And you can see more of that threadleaf coreopsis too. And then here we're walking over to this vegetable garden area. So an update as it's growing here. So nasturtium is growing, and sunflowers and beans are really kind of overtaking those original like sticks that we saw set up as trellises. So here's on the other side, we have more purple coneflowers and Joe Pye weed. I just want to show you an overall view of this side of the garden with the beautiful Delaware River in the background. And this is the McConkey Ferry Inn where George Washington planned and oversaw the crossing. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you are having a beautiful day.